Our next shape is the cylinder. In this case, we have the body itself, and then the lid and bottom are both circles. To show you what happens if I was to put a piece of paper around this can, okay, because we can plainly see that the top and the bottom are circles. But if we were to slice this off and take the label off, we would have a rectangle. So the shapes that we're going to be working with for surface area of a cylinder, we're going to have a rectangle. That's the paper label, and two circles, the top and the bottom lids. So we're going to need our formulas for area of a circle and area of a rectangle. Well, the radius of the circle, in this case, can just get measured. We have a diameter here. Actually, the diameter can be measured. It's 5. So we have a diameter is equal to 5, which makes our radius equal to 2.5. That's half. So now we have enough to figure out the area of the circle. That's pi times 2.5 squared. And that'll give you the area of one of the circles. But we have two circles on this. So this formula has to be multiplied by 2. So here's our first, this is our first formula. We're going to figure this area of the two circles and set it aside because that figure has to be added to the rectangle, the total area of the rectangle, to find the surface area of the cylinder. Now our rectangle, the width of the can be measured. In this case, we have 7. But the length of it, it's going to be hard to know unless we peel the label off and measure that. And this is like weird to go around the shape with this roundy part. But we can figure out the length of this rectangle by figuring out the circumference of the circle, because the circumference of the circle is actually going around the rectangle. So it's the length of the rectangle. So that's going to be a side calculation that we'll do. We're going to need circumference is equal to pi times d. So in this case, we have the diameter already. We figured that out. So the circumference is equal to 3.14 times 5. That's 20. Then we have 7 and 15. So the length of the side here is 15.7. Now we have our two numbers that fit into the rectangle, area of the rectangle. So that's how you figure out the surface area of the cylinder. This part right here is a side calculation that gives us this piece of information right here. That's all. And then we're going to use that number in order to put it into the rectangle area, and then those two answers will get added together to find the surface area of the cylinder.